It is windy. Yeah.
When the wagons first came through our land,
It is windy out here, my friends. Oh. Welcome back to another adventure in a windstorm. Yes, that's right. My hat's trying to fly off. It's been an ongoing struggle. So I'm gonna get the tent on this sucker really quick, and then we're jumping in the truck to get out of this wind, and I'll catch up with you once we get there. Oh, my camera down. Camera down. It's dangerous to be a camera today. All right, we're just gonna put this camera up because it tipped over. We can't be having that. We can't be having that. That's not good, man. I didn't really bring any food to cook that is gonna be easy to cook inside the truck tonight, so that's gonna be awesome. I have a feeling just getting the tent on is gonna be a challenge. Yeah. Have I mentioned that it's windy? What a day. Well, we're here. We're at the campsite. What we're gonna do from here, I don't know, because as you could tell from the shots of pulling up, and you can probably still hear in the background, it's pretty windy. And this area is in a red flag zone right now, which means that they highly discourage fire or anything of that nature. So we're probably not gonna build a fire anytime soon, which is not great because I don't know if you heard me when I mentioned it earlier, but I did not bring food that would be easily prepared inside the truck. That being said, it will not hurt me to skip a meal or two. That I guarantee. I brought some apples and I brought some snacks and I got some yogurt in there, and I got a whole bag of meat sticks. Who needs dinner when you got meat sticks? I mean, come on now. The good news is I have books with me, so I can sit here and read and just kind of chill out for a bit. And I have the iPad with me too, but I'm not sure that we get enough cell service that I'm going to be able to, one little bar of cell service. So it's not looking good for watching movies or anything like that, but I have books. So, but tomorrow the wind's supposed to die down, so I'm hoping that it will die down, because we're going to get up and we're going to go to explore some sites. The sites are a little further away than I was hoping to, but the campsites that were close to where the sites are, I did not like. So I drove a little extra to get to here, which I wish I could go out and show you around a little bit, but with the wind, there's just no sense of even trying. So wind home. Get the hotspot out just in case. All the other chargers. We got so many chargers, man. Crazy, 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 crazy like a fox on the run. I'm gonna grab myself a beverage, kick back, see how much, now it's up to 70 in here, so I'm gonna see how much warmer it gets. I might have to jump out, grab the fan, put the fan up to keep some air circulating. The sun is right there beating down on this, so you would think that a little more airflow would be coming through these windows, but it's not. So let me grab a beverage out of here real quick. Still shooting the omissions. This is the gold nail. I don't know, there's 3 flavors that they sell in my local liquor store, and I just buy a 6-pack of each and throw them in the cooler and reach in, and whatever I get, I get. They do that a lot when they ride around in the back of the truck for 4 hours. So I'm gonna sip on a beverage. I'm going to read my book, and I'll touch base with you guys in a little bit to see whether or not we're gonna be able to get out and cook dinner, or what I'm gonna do for dinner. It could be as simple as meat sticks, some pretzels, and a cosmic crisp apple. We'll see. So stay tuned. Well, the wind didn't die down. I'm guessing that you can hear that. It actually might have picked up, got a little worse. So I just finished reading my book. It's chilling down. It's 54 in here now, so it's gone down quite a bit. So I'm going to get everything ready for bed, and then we will go about our day tomorrow. The wind is supposed to be a much better day tomorrow morning, and the plan is when we get up, get around, make some coffee, and then we're going to hit Fort Larned. I think that's how you say it, Larned. Fort Larned. It's about an hour away from here, which is a military base from the 1800s. So I'm going to hop into bed, and then I will catch you guys in the morning, and we'll go do some exploring around central to western Kansas. Morning. Let's see, touch chilly out. It's like 34 degrees right now, but there's a breeze, but the wind has gone away. So about 3 o'clock, I'd say probably 3 o'clock in the morning, the wind died down to where it wasn't shaking the truck and making it sound like we were gonna be doing a SpaceX launch. Holy cow. But I think for ease of this morning, I'm just gonna pull the tent off right quick, get that put away, and then make some coffee, have a little bit of breakfast, and then we're gonna get on the road. We got about an hour drive, probably a little over an hour drive. Let me give you a quick show of the campsite here so that you can see. So it's a little picnic table, little Christmas ornament. I didn't even recognize that. Little, looks like a hummingbird feeder. And then down through this path out behind the truck is where the fire pit is, which this is a pretty cool little spot. There's the sunrise, sun coming up, but it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little spot. I wish we would have been able to have a fire and do our normal camp stuff, but I'm definitely gonna have to come back here at some point. But you can look through this loop that I'm in, and we are the only ones that are in this campsite. I mean, not another person in sight. It's us. That be it. Anyway, I'm gonna get some hot coffee going and get something to eat, and then get things packed up and get on the road, because I really want to hit some sightseeing. I don't know, as cold as it is out, I probably should have stayed in the truck with the heater on. It's freaking cold out here. It's gonna warm up though. It's gonna warm and get toasty. Some keto, some kind of yogurt, strawberry. I'm a little hungry. Meat sticks and some pretzel bites was all I had for dinner because of the wind. Normal Starbucks right here. Nothing fancy, nothing unusual. My shoes tied up, and my go fasters on so I can go fast. Let's just put this stuff in the truck. All right, well, let's get on the road. Let's hop into the truck and get a-going. Hopefully the wind stays down a little bit. I've determined what I really need to make my life camping a little bit better is a Dodge diesel truck with a 6.5 foot bed in the back. Yep, that's what I need. Oh, the window is the lake. Out this side with the sun is just a vast amount of nothingness. Definitely a little windy out in the water still. There's some white caps out there. Here's a little pull off. Let's just hop out and take a look while we're right here. I'm gonna shut the truck off, but I'm gonna grab the big camera. Let's go out and get some shots of this lake. Pretty cool. On the lake side, I'm just gonna walk over here real quick on the non-lake side and just do a shot of that area. All right, back on the road. I'm gonna eat my Cosmic Crisp apple. If you've never had a Cosmic Crisp, you should. All right, we made it to our destination, Fort Larned. Here's a diagram of the fort. The Pawnee River, not much of a river, at least not right now.
So every single building you see out here made out of sandstone is original to the fort period. Apart from our blockhouse, which is the octagon-shaped one in the far corner, it's currently closed to the public. They're working on the roof on it. So though, every building that you see out here, open doorway, you are free to go inside, absolutely.
Population and said, "What down? Notice the hip." When the wagons first came through our lands, we were not afraid. These whites and Mexicans moved slowly down what they called the Santa Fe Trail. They looked very tired and hungry, but determined. Wagons kept coming, and more. They found gold to the west, and soon endless wagon trains were cutting through our lands, chasing off the herds of buffalo, the white man's buffalo. Viejo Estewan eating up the grass. Tensions increased.
Pretty powerful. So these bricks are adobe bricks. These fragments are remnants of Fort Larned's original adobe buildings.
Sod, they will fashion a crude fort, protect a vital transcontinental artery of commerce, buffer the conflict between two civilizations. But the spirit of Fort Larned of another era lives on in its deserted parade grounds and earth-colored buildings. As you explore the fort, we invite you to imagine the way things were more than a century ago. In a time when Fort Larned was a windswept outpost on the prairie, resolutely asserting the government's authority amidst a lonely sea of waving buffalo grass.
Some big old bison. Some arrowheads. Look at that. Whiskey, $1.50 per gallon. It's an old well. Look at these buildings. If this room seems bare and impersonal, it's because it was used for temporary quarters, mostly for officers or other officials not permanently assigned to the post. I'm guessing this was an officer's quarter as well. And we got another one over here. Pretty cool officers' quarters. I don't know if we'll see any enlisted quarters, but I'm guessing that they're going to be vastly different. So you can see, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but there's some carving in the stones. This one was, I can't read who it was, but it was 1879 that it was carved in there. People who served here. So this was the quarters of Lieutenant Cook. We all like comforts in our life. However, First Lieutenant Cook seems to have had more than he could afford. He and his wife lived in these quarters from 1867 to 1870. This was the first Army home for the Cooks, and they apparently lived well at Fort Barnard. Lieutenant Cook owned 2 good horses, 4 harnesses, and a buggy. At the time, he and his wife also had 2 or 3 servants. Other officers at the post were jealous of Lieutenant Cook because he was able to live above his $70 a month lieutenant pay. The secret to Lieutenant Cook's financial success? He married a wealthy woman. Moose, another mule deer, stoves. There's little potbelly stoves in every room. A lot of checkerboards. Bunk room.
This was 3 people would have been in this room.
Yeah.
Another single officer room. Man, I was enlisted, so we didn't live like that. Quartermaster. So clothing allowance, little map of the area. That's pretty cool. This whole place is pretty cool. Ooh, it's dark in here. So this is another it's obviously like a supply room. It's an old wagon. It's like a cannon that's missing the cannon. Some big beams, pile of wood. I'd like to have that lumber. Another old wagon. A little coach. Looks like the armory. Box of ammo. Cartridges. Some old targets for target practice. Extra wagon wheels. Here's some cannons. Look at this. There's the cannonballs stored in there and the powder. You got the old cannon right here. Some extra wagon wheels. That's the size of that sucker. Boom! Those are musket crates. Commissary, I'm guessing, yep. Commissary with provisions. So that building was built in 1868. Looks like the mess hall. Oh, it's the post school. So this portion of the new commissary storehouse was converted to the post school in October 1871. Classes were held here for the children of officers and enlisted men during the day and available for enlisted men themselves in the evening. The officers would also attend special training sessions here on subjects such as Morse code and signal flags. Besides providing a location for school classes, this room also served as the post library and possibly the post chapel. 1861 map of America. Library books. The Dunsat. Oh, it's an old map of Kansas. I don't see a date on it. 1868. Here's another map. That one's 1866 that map was produced. Look at the bread. So this is the kitchen area. There's the big pizza ovens. Must be the cook's room. The shop area, doing all the repairs and building equipment. First aid cart. This is the blacksmith shop. There's a cemetery over there. Let's walk over that way and see what we can see. So it's dedicated to the soldiers who died while serving their country at Fort Larned, Kansas, 1859 to 1878. In 1888, remains were relocated from the post cemetery to the Fort Leavenworth National Cemetery, Section B. In addition to the soldiers that are listed, others who are unknown remain here, along with some 40 civilians who perished at or near Fort Larned. Little Heart, a Cheyenne brave, is the only known Indian to perish at the fort. I'm guessing there's like a little trail system that you can walk out there, but I don't know much about that, so I think we'll just keep going through the rest of the buildings. Maybe we'll find some information about the trail and go for a walk, but if we're gonna do that, we're gonna go back to the truck and drop the big camera off so I'm not lugging that around. Yeah, enlisted barracks. Pretty good sized racks though. Or it might be the medical ward, who knows? This might be the medical ward. Yeah, this is the medical ward apparently. They should put more signs up. Yep, that's a little hospital tag. There's a washroom for you. Get personal with your buddies. A little stretcher. Probably the doctor's quarters. Exam room and maybe a surgery room. All the medicine up on the wall. So this is the infantry barracks right here. So contrary to popular belief, the infantry provided the bulk of the soldiers in the Frontier Army. The two-stone enlisted men's barracks at Fort Larned provide quarters for 4 companies, 3 infantry and 1 cavalry. This restored barracks has been furnished as the quarters of Company C, 3rd U.S. Infantry in 1868. Each company barracks contained 5 rooms: a squad room, orderly room, mess hall, kitchen, and a storeroom. So this is the squad room. We got all their rifles up there, all their gear, bunk beds. This is more what I'm used to seeing as an enlisted person. So the squad room, 40 by 40 dormitory room, was intended to serve as living and sleeping quarters for 26 men, but could hold as many as 119 if necessary. The room is currently furnished to house 68 men, which is the average number quartered here in 1868. The wooden double bunks were made to sleep 4 men, 2 on each level, sleeping head to toe. So 2 people on each mattress. You see the 2 different pillows there, sleeping head to toe. A little worse than I had it in boot camp, but pretty similar. The orderly room served as company headquarters, where company officers and non-commissioned officers with administrative duties would operate the company. As furnished here, the company first sergeant and quartermaster authorized separate quarters from the squad room and would use the orderly room as a semi-private quarters. And then you got the mess area. Their kitchenware. And the kitchen area. Pretty big difference between the enlisted area and the officer area, when everybody knows the enlisted do 99% of the work. Crazy, 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 man. From touring the fort, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad that I stopped by. I'm glad that the wind cooperated and calmed down from last night, because it would have been tough to film in 30-mile-an-hour winds. It was a lot of good information. I'm glad that I made the trip, stopped by. So picked up a couple stickers. So one Fort Larned National Historic Site and a Santa Fe Trail. We'll get them on the cooler at some point. So I think that's going to wrap up this video. As always, thank you for coming along on the adventure. I hope you enjoyed the fort as much as I did. And until the next adventure, keep it real.